All right, this is our mini lesson for Friday, March 27th. We are starting a new unit, Unit 8, which is about probability. So what we're looking at today is just finding the theoretical probability of something. So if we look at the example, we can see that the theoretical probability is the number of favorable outcomes divided by the total sample size. So what that means is if the probability of me, for example, rolling a dice and getting a 3. So the number of favorable outcomes, well, there's only one chance of getting a 3 because the dice only has a 3 on one face of it, right? And there are a total of 6 sides on the dice. So our probability of rolling a 3 is 1 in 6. You have a 1 in 6 chance of rolling a 3. And when you simplify that, you get 0.16. All right, and then if you have the probability of rolling something less than 3, so when I think about a dice, there are 6 sides on the dice, and there are 2 sides with numbers less than 3, right? Because it's the 1 and the 2. So my probability is going to be a 2 in 6 chance of rolling something less than 3, which is going to simplify to a 1 over 3 chance, which is 0.33. Okay, so what I'm looking for is that you describe this in your own words when you're submitting this, okay? All right, let's look at our mini lesson. So we're looking at the marble problem. Take a minute to read it. All right, so I'm just going to do a little annotating. I have 8 green marbles, so I'm going to write 8G. I've got 5 white marbles, so I'm going to write 5W. And I have 2 red marbles, I'm going to write 2R. And they're asking what's the probability of drawing a red marble from the bag. So I'm just going to total these. How many marbles do I have in all? 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 5 is, I have 15 marbles. So the probability of drawing a red marble, I'm going to write probability of red, is equal to the number of red marbles. There are 2 reds out of 15. And so my answer is going to be number 2. Okay. All right, let's look at another one. So have a minute to read the problem. Okay. All right, so we're going to do our annotating. We've got 4 peppermint, 5 cherry, 3 butterscotch, 2 lemon. When I add them all up, I get 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 pieces of candy. All right, so they're asking what's the probability that the candy she selects is not a cherry candy? All right, so let's see. We have 5 cherry candies. We have 14 pieces of candy in total. So our sample size is going to be what's the probability that she gets a peppermint or a butterscotch or a lemon candy. So I'm going to add those up together. 4, not the cherry, so 4 peppermint plus 3 butterscotch plus 2 lemon. And that's out of 14 pieces. So the probability of getting something other than cherry is going to be 4 plus 3 plus 2, which is 9 out of 14. So our answer is going to be 3. Just a little word on terminology. When the problem is asking about the sample space, that's what the bottom number is. And when they're asking about the event, that's what the top number is. Okay. All right. We'll meet together to talk about the think, pair, share.